Thank you all for coming. It's healthy living versus sedentary living, or AKA couch potato. Wouldn't it be nice if we could be as lazy as we liked and do absolutely nothing and still be fit and didn't have to worry about dying early? Sadly, this is not reality. Often, a sedentary lifestyle gives you diseases like high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, and coronary artery disease. These are key concepts that you need to focus on: nutrition, a healthy mind, and exercise. In nutrition, according to Nicole Cormier in her book, The Everything Guide to Nutrition, these are the key concepts that you need to worry about in your diet. Protein, complex carbohydrates, and whole grains. Complex carbohydrates and fats and oils. In protein, you should eat 5.5 ounces every day, maybe about 6. Proteins repair the body. They're needed for almost all body processes. They provide enzymes for digestion and antibodies, and they are antibodies in the immune system. Proteins are all types of meats, from beef, lamb, chicken, fish, beans, and nuts. If you were to eat, you should try to eat more of fish, beans, and nuts because they have the polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fats, which are good for you. The beef and pork and stuff like that have the saturated fats, which are not as healthy. Next, complex carbohydrates. They're the body's fuel. They're good. They help you maintain proper function of the nervous system, muscles, and metabolism of fat and protein. They're veggies, fruit, and whole grains. Veggies you should eat 2.5 cups every day. Fruit, eat 2 cups every day. And whole grains, you eat about 3 to 4 ounces a day. You'll find fiber in all of these. Fiber is good. Use fiber to help digest your digestion. You'd think fats and oils you'd want to take out of your diet, but that's not the case. You need some fats and oils. Like I said, unsaturated fats and trans fats, they're not good for you. They give you high cholesterol and they can give you all types of diseases. Polyunsaturated and monounsaturated, if you keep them at a good level, they're actually really beneficial. They'll actually lower your cholesterol, and they're also used to take in certain vitamins. Things you should not do is have stimulants and depressants. Anything that alters your body's way, that like equilibrium, is bad. So coffee you could take away. Definitely alcohol, you definitely don't need that. It has no nutrients for you. Added sugar and salt to foods that already salty enough or already has sugar, you can just take that away because salt will give you high blood pressure. Next. Many processed foods cause your pancreas to work more than twice as hard as it should. Today, about 18 million Americans have diabetes and 41 million are pre-diabetic. According to Dr. Jensen in his handbook, you should try to eat as fresh and whole and natural foods as possible. But according to Nicole Cormier, she understands that not everybody's going to have time to always make a fresh food or get to the store and get it. But if you need to use processed foods, try to go with brands like Kashi or Lean Cuisine, since they're a little bit better for you and not as fatty, like fats. The average American consumes 6,000 to 18,000 milligrams of sodium per day, which can result in high blood pressure, heart disease, fluid retention, and stroke. You should definitely keep your sodium levels way lower than that. You need salt to do normal functions, but you don't need an excess. Next. These are the superfoods that I found out in the book, Everything Guide to Nutrition. Just to name a few: apples, they fight free radicals. They have very good antioxidants. Dark chocolate, it's good for your heart. The darker it is, the better it is. Parsley, it cleanses the blood from bad things. Green tea has tons of antioxidants in liquid form. And sweet potatoes, they're rich in vitamin A. Next. Doesn't matter how much you eat. If you have tons of stress, everyone has stress, but unless you deal with it the right way, right way is you'll lead to an unhealthy lifestyle. Stress can lead to depression, which in turn can leave you in a debilitating state. You won't feel like doing anything, and you can be completely sad and just feel alone. Good ways to battle stress is have hobbies, do things that you like. You can be social, go, get together with friends, talk about what's been really stressful. Sometimes just talk about it kind of helps, alleviates the pain. Deep breathing, if you can't be around other people or you just don't feel like being around people, because sometimes it's like that. Just go by yourself, not so much secluding yourself and being one of those like, I don't want people around. Just deep breathe, meditate, try to think about anything else but what's been stressing you out. Getting enough sleep, that's definitely what you need to do. 6 to 8 hours. Anything less could be bad, and if you go oversleep, you're not going to feel very well. Reading and problem solving. Exercises for the mind is always good. Keeps your mind sharp and ready to battle the next stressor. Physical activity. I know tons of people that doesn't like to run, or not so much the gym. They usually like to go to the gym, but running in general, it might be hard to get to the point of running, but after you've run, most people feel a lot better. Next. Exercise. Like I said, it's very good to go against stressors, but it's also great for the body. Keeps your muscles strengthened, your heart strong, and pretty much keeps all your systems going like it should. First thing you should do when you're about to exercise is do a warm-up. This could be like a light jog in place, or a like jumping jacks. I can't remember what it is. Stretching would be next, and stretching is definitely beneficial. This increases your flexibility, keeps you from hurting yourself, and can actually improve performance. I don't know why I can think of that word. And then, of course, after you stretch, you do your actual activity. Your activity can be aerobic or anaerobic. Aerobic is with oxygen, which would be like brisk walking or jogging. There's level intensities from low, moderate to high. Low would be a great way to know if you're doing a low intensity is if you can actually talk to somebody and you're not really sweating. If you're sweating and you're deep breathing or hard, breathing hard, and you can still kind of talk to somebody, you're probably doing moderate. If you're doing high intensity, you probably will not be able to breathe, or not breathe. You'll be able to breathe, but you won't be able to talk at all. Anaerobic is without oxygen because you're doing maybe really high intensities, such as sprinting or weightlifting, really heavy weights. They're both good. Like I said, strengthen your heart, strengthen your muscles so your muscles don't atrophy, and you're always ready. But after you do your activity, you would want to do a cool down, which could be the same thing as your warm up or something slightly different. And then you would want, you would need to stretch again so you don't cramp up, or so you can reduce reduce pain. Can't think of the word. Thanks. Yeah, next. If you'd like to know more information about nutrition or exercises, you can go to myplate.gov or look up the book, The Everything Guide to Nutrition, All You Need to Keep You and Your Family Healthy. Thank you. This is my audience. The other two people had to leave.